everyone, thank you so much for clicking onto my video. I hope you're having a great week. You are welcome to Discover with Monami. We sit down every day and we think of the things we want to achieve, and sometimes we put plans in place or we put actions in place which we work hard to follow. Unfortunately, not everything we wish or hope for comes to pass, which is a big problem, of course, because it can affect you in a lot of ways. So today I'm just going to break down a few of the reasons why we don't achieve the things we have planned or we hope to achieve. It is always important to know exactly what you want to achieve. I think when we are making plans, there are circumstances where we want to do things because we want people to know that we are also doing something. We want people to know that we are out there achieving things. For that reason, we don't really put intense plans in place. We just get up and we do things anyway, anyhow, just to be validated. There are a lot of different routes to achieving one thing. Like, we all don't have to go through the same route. Someone went through this way, you can go through the other way and you can still make it. You don't have to do exactly what someone is doing. It's important for us to identify our uniqueness and go through our own unique path, because our specific experience in life is what will make us unique and it's what will make us stand out. Like support, especially from people around us, from family. Go to your parents and say, you know, I want to be an actress. They are like, what? Act like what kind of act? You know what I mean? That is not a no. It's unacceptable. So your choice is to make sure that you also go through education system and get a degree, get qualifications, which will lead you to becoming a lawyer, a doctor, a barrister, an accountant. Those are some of the jobs which our people valued then. But now, thankfully, we are actually, sort of becoming a lot more open-minded. But still, even though we are becoming a bit more open-minded, there are so many people who wants to go through certain routes which are not traditionally sort of acclaimed route. For that reason, they don't get the support, especially financial support. They don't get emotional support, which makes it difficult for people to achieve things that they are hoping to achieve. Surrounding ourselves with people who do not believe in what we are doing. I mean, if you want to achieve something and all the people around you are being negative about it, you're gonna, if it doesn't matter how self-motivated you are, there's gonna be a time that, you know what, you're going to be stressed out about it. You're going to feel a little left behind about it. So then you need the people closest to you to pat you on your back and say, you know what, you are getting there, you'll do well, so go further. But then when you don't have people around you who understands your journey or even appreciates your journey and then provide you with the support, encouragement, is difficult because you are stuck on your own to figure everything out. So I think it's important to sometimes surround yourself with people who understands where you're going, so that when the need appears, they will be able to provide you with a level of support. Sometimes it's just the words of encouragement alone is very important. We shouldn't focus on the negative things that's happening around us. We shouldn't focus on the fact that it's so difficult to do this thing. You shouldn't focus on the fact that you don't have the qualification for things. But you should focus on the things you can do without this experience or without that achievement. Because by focusing on those things, you are able to gather new understanding. You're able to gather motivation. It's important for us to not worry so much what other people thought or would think or say about us. I think that is a very difficult thing to do, especially in our world with social media, where everyone has opinion about everything and everyone wants to influence something. So then we are we are worried about what people, not just only people around us, but also people who we don't even meet personally, will think about us. I think it's important when you have a vision, you have a dream, it's important to worry about only what you think about yourself. And it's not even to worry, it's important to think about only what you think about yourself. It's not necessary to think about what other people will say or think, because people will always have opinions. People will say negative things out of any positive thing. People will always be able to identify things that needs to be done, even when you're doing something. So I believe it's very, very critical for us to focus on ourselves. Don't focus so much on the outside world or other people. When you have a vision, it's your journey, it's your work, it's your doing. So focus on the effort you are putting in, focus on the achievement you are planning on achieving, focus on all the things that you want to do, and leave what other people think to themselves, because you shouldn't let people's opinions dictate for you how you live your life or how you go through your journey. You should focus on the plan, the goal you have set. I also believe that sometimes when we are looking to achieving things or we have plans, we don't have role models to look up to. Even though it's important to have like public figures of us role models, I think it's also very important to have role models within your community, your small circle, that just that person who managed to overcome something that can inspire you. I think sometimes because we don't have such people around us, it's difficult to have that person who can trigger your thoughts or trigger your actions like in a very short space of time. Yeah, Oprah could speak and inspire us, but then she is on TV. So after the television is turned off, who else is going to inspire you? Maybe your uncle, your brother, your parents, your friends, somebody close to you who each time you look to divert your mind from your plan, you see them or you speak to them or you hear their voice and you think, nah, I need to do more. I think those people are very important. It's very necessary for us to identify role models within our small circles, our communities, our families, so that when we are at the blink of giving up or when we are at the blink of confusion, when we feel like it's becoming too difficult, we can look at these people and say, you know what, they went through worse or they went through a harder struggle and they made it. So then it means I can make it. The role model doesn't have to have achieved the same things you want to achieve, but they have to have gone through things that you can look at and say, you know what, I can do it. They should inspire you. That's how I feel. Like it's good to have someone who can inspire, someone who triggers your thoughts, someone who triggers your character, someone who triggers your confidence, makes you feel like, you know what, I'm a fighter. I can do this. I can go through it. I think it's necessary to have such people around us when we are going through different stages of our plan. We always hear of plan, 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 plan. To do everything, it's important to plan. Putting plan in place does not necessarily say you have to follow the exact same plan, but plans guides you. It maneuvers you through like the different stages that you have to be. Research. We don't like to research, which is bad. I mean, it's very important for us to research on anything that we want to do. Read about it, speak to people about it. Try to understand what you want to do. Try to have a very deep knowledge and deep understanding of what you want to do, so that you can have a good understanding of the purpose you're going to achieve with it. Because if you really know what you want to do, or if you've researched enough to understand exactly what you want to do, then you have an understanding of the impact what you're going to do is going to have on your life or the people around you. So research is very important. Gather enough information, some useless information, some important information. Put it all together and just put in an important plan, put in a realistic plan, which you can follow easily. Be committed to the things we have planned to do. We like to give up a lot. We like to always jump from one thing and start another thing, especially when it's not going as we want it to go. I think commitment is about working to face things through. It's about looking at it and say, you know what, I know this is difficult. I know I'm struggling, but I'm so committed that it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter how many times I fail, because I know what I want to achieve with it. I'm going to be committed to it. I'm going to work hard on it. I'm going to dedicate my time, my energy on it. I'm going to make sure that I do all the things that I need to do in order to achieve the thing I have planned to achieve. Commitment is a great factor. If you can't commit to anything, then what are you gonna achieve? If you can't commit to something, you can't achieve anything. In our everyday life, everything is about commitment. Even getting up every day to go to your 9 to 5 so that at the end of the month you can pay your bills is commitment, right? Waking up every day to make sure your family, your children are well and they are fed and taken care of is commitment. Everything we do is about commitment. Fixing your hair every day, that's commitment. If you can't commit to that particular plan or that particular objective, then it will be difficult to achieve anything. We are sometimes scared of taking risks because we get comfortable, we get content with what we have. We are too comfortable in our comfort zone. We don't want to take risks. Risk taking is the greatest factor to becoming a success. You can't make a move without taking risk, because every move, you waking up every day, getting out of your bed alone is a risk, because you could just trip out of the bed and something can happen to you. So why didn't you decide to stay in bed then? Because you have something to achieve. You have things you want to do. And working hard, taking risks in addition to commitment is the greatest means for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. You don't necessarily need to jump through the highest hoops, but you need to try to jump through all the little hoops that comes before you, because by going through all the little hoops, then you build the confidence that when you get to the high hoop, you're like, you know what, I can jump through it. At least I can try. Also, yeah, so it's great to try, it's great to work hard on our things and ourselves, and it's great to be ambitious. It's great for us to take risks. It's great for us to want more for our lives. Last, not the least, and most importantly, pray. Prayer is a great thing. I decided to put prayer at the bottom. We don't always pray about things that we want to achieve. We don't always pray about plans that we have set. Speak to God, pray to God. You know what I mean? Even if you're not religious or you don't believe in God, it's important to meditate, important to ponder upon your vision, ponder upon your dreams, because your conscience will speak to you. Your conscience will provide you with information, guidance, little ideas of things. Because to me, I believe that as long as you pray, or as long as you ponder or you meditate upon a vision, you're able to develop ideas for it. That's my belief, and it's something that I use and it works for me. I'm the most prayerful person in the world, but I ponder or meditate a lot on my dreams, because I feel like when I'm meditating upon ideas, I'm breaking down ideas in smaller pieces, and then I'm able to understand or identify areas which will fit through to make it work. I hope I'm making sense. So I just decided to look at very few things that we all are very much aware of, things that prevents us from achieving our aims and our goals. So I hope this little video helps you make a difference, and I hope it helps you to understand your goals, your dreams, and helps you to work a little bit harder, committed to your goals. All right, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, because someone might be needing this information. Remember, you are discovering with Monami. Thank you.